Well, I was out taking pictures at Parole, and I had the GoPro with me. I had to stop by Molten Borough, so I figured let's do a video of where we are at Gilman Point Road, the new project. So we're going to walk in through the driveway area. You can see we have our rough driveway in place. Got a really fancy number sign up here, and we are starting work. I was out here the other day with the backhoe moving rocks, lining the driveway. The guy that did our tree work and the initial driveway did these stones. I did this monster right here and all these little guys, and it continued to go on. So I'll be plucking more stones out of this rock pile of a lot, and it is a rock pile. That's all there is down in there. The tree guy that did the stumping said you were sitting on a rock pile, and I believe him. So anyway, here we go. And we're walking, basically walking down a few feet off the property line. There's our little storage shed, and you can see the orange fence there. That's the barrier fence to keep people from going beyond the construction site. That's what the town wants, or the state wants. But here we come up on the lot. You can see the backhoe sitting right next to a large stump. Now this stump has been cut off, but it is the elevation marker for the grades for the house. So we have to leave that until the excavator guy comes to do the foundation. He'll pull all his settings, all his elevations off of this stump. It's got a mark on it, and the house will be right in here. Where I'm standing now is probably in the dining room, and once we get to the point, this is probably be looking out the three-season room. Come over here and you can see where the well is. 800 feet deep, just got fracked, hoping for lots of water, and then coming over this way you'll see two other wells, and they are for the geothermal system. These are two 375-foot wells. They go down and back up through that black pipe, and that's what will be the heat transfer for the groundwater heat exchanger system, ground to air. And then down the hill, we'll go down. This is not quite where the path will be. The path will be from the patio outside the three-season room, which is right up in that area. I'll come down here. It's kind of steep. We're going to make some nice steps, lead us down to the water. It's about a 16-foot drop elevation, so there'll be two sets of steps with a landing, intermediate landing, get us right down into the water area. Here's the old dock. This dock is going to go away, and we're going to get a tip-up dock. Much easier to deal with rather than having to pull this heavy wood in and out every season. That's just too much for me. And you can see our water access here. It's pretty good. It's a little bony right out where the dock is going to be, but over in this area where we've been going in and out with the kayaks and for swimming, there's some ledge right down at the water that you can stand on. It's a little slippery, but it's there. And right off to the right of that is a sandy area. So that's all sand in there. And we just have to rake out the leaves, and it'll be a nice area to splash around in. And go over this way, and those two areas will be our water access, and that will be about it. Now over in this area is just the rest of our waterfront, and you can see it's all ledge. There's some ledge and there's some sand down in there, right down in that area. There's a big dead tree down in the water there full of hollows. The fish probably go in there. And then you go over this way more, and I've probably shown this on a video before, but this is the little cove section that I think is pretty cool. It's nice and shaded. Get some lilies in the middle of the summer, but that's okay because we're not in an area where we plan to swim. But it's only a couple feet deep in there, and maybe a little less. And then the property line goes up that way. So this is where we are. Oh, look at this. We got some of these guys. Can't remember what they're called, but I've seen a bunch of them here. We'll take care not to disturb them. A lot of this low growth are low bush blueberries. I'm pretty sure the birds and the chipmunks will have their way with them before I get a chance to get to them. But anyway, gonna have a small yard, and that'll be that. Post this soon.